And we're back. For us, it's a few seconds after the last one. For you guys, it's the next day. Today, we're going to be going over Gamera versus Barugon. This, hold on, let me get the booklet out here so I can show Ingrid what we're dealing with. Ah, there's the creature.
Aha!
Yep. And you want to know the funny thing about it? He shoots rainbows out of his back. But the funny thing though, despite that ridiculousness, this is actually the darkest of the Showa era.
Oh, now you have my attention.
No kids whatsoever. It's very adult. The director was not directing this one. He was just on the special effects. And this is the only one that he didn't direct or had a direct hand in. Hence why it's different. But yeah, though, this next one we'll be going over, it's a different monster, a very much different monster. But it's a unique one. Many consider this their favorites. Many consider it the black sheep because it's so different. So
I guess we'll see what we think.
Exactly. So we'll see you guys on the other end. Hey guys, we're back. We just finished Gamera versus Barugon, or War of the Monsters, and, well, you start off.
Well, that was certainly quite a movie, I'll definitely say.
It was. It felt very odd. Now, this is the only one that wasn't directed by the original director, whose name escapes me at the moment. But, and you could tell, you so can tell, right?
Yeah, it's like, there's not really much going on with kids. It's a lot darker in tone, but that's not a bad thing.
Not at all. In fact, this was by far one of the more we felt in depth about what was going on with the human. Mostly because we had to deal with this bastard. I don't even care about his name. We just calling him the bastard.
Yeah, this guy, like, at first it took a little bit to get going off the ground. Like, we were trying to figure out what the humans were doing, and then there was one scene.
They found the opal they were looking for.
One guy's really excited. There's this, like, scorpion crawling up his leg, and this guy does absolutely nothing to help him.
And he sees it, like, multiple times. He's like, then,
takes it, caves in the thing. The other guy that didn't die somehow survived.
The natives helped him, which, we gotta say, blackface on Japanese.
Yeah, that's not a good look. You can definitely tell the movie's age from there.
But other than that, though, yeah, these natives help him out. This professor is there. We never see him again afterwards. At least I don't think. I don't know if that was it. I mean, keep in mind, we watched the War of the Monsters cut, so there was a lot cut out. Mostly for timing, and it felt good, but there's some stuff I felt like we were missing, didn't it?
Yeah, or just like stuff related to exposition that got recapped by
this annoying narrator. Yeah, this very, but again, this bastard. I mean, not only does he do that, it gets worse.
Like, first he accidentally hatches the thing, and then he's still convinced that the opal is out there, so he still wants to get to it.
So he meets the brother of the guy who survived, who was a World War II vet. He's the one who sent him there in the first place, because he found the opal and hid it. And then what does he do? He beats once he lets out in a bit of anger, I killed 2 men to get that thing. It's like, what did you say? Leads to a fight. And then he knocks out both the brother and his wife and sets the place on fire.
Ugh.
But it gets worse.
Uh-huh.
They finally have a way to try and lead Barugon to the water because it can't swim, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? He doesn't wait for them to finish everything. He drives that boat up there and steals the diamond, basically leaving them helpless. Thank God he gets his comeuppance.
Oh yes, he basically ends up getting munched on by Barugon, and I was just like, if that guy didn't get some kind of a karmic death, I wanted my money back, and I didn't even pay any money.
I know, but that was such a karmic death, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, he fucked everyone over.
Yeah, and they had to come up with a brand new plan involving mirrors.
But even that, unfortunately, and I'll be this, I felt bad for Barugon.
Yeah, it's just like, Barugon was just kind of a thing
A
that
creature.
existed. The bastard was the real villain of this movie.
I know, Barugon, especially at the point when they used these mirrors, which they say was a reflective mercury, to which we were like, what? But as soon as we saw it, we're like, okay, it looks like metal. I get it. Mercury is reflective. But it was still kind of hokey, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But then, once they basically reflect and shoot at it, the poor Barugon then starts flopping around like, wah, wah, and then falls on its back, and you're like, oh, you feel bad, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not malicious. Barugon is not malicious. Although I will say, I never thought you could make rainbows evil, could you?
They sure as hell managed to make rainbows evil in this one. It's
They
just
don't-
like a dark movie with a monster that shoots a rainbow out of its back. Oh, really? Why are you joking? Oh, wow, you actually managed to do that.
At first we see the rainbows, we're like, oh my god. But as soon as it then took out everything, you're like, oh shit.
Yep.
But yeah, this movie was I can see why everyone says this is the best of the Showa era. And now I do know that Gauss, the next one, is also held in high regard. I mean, come on, it's one of the monsters that comes back from the only monster that comes back for the Heisei era.
Uh-huh.
So now the other thing is the dubbing on this one, it keeps on butchering Gamera's Gomera. That got annoying fast.
Yeah.
But there's not that much Gamera in this.
No, there really isn't.
3 scenes, one in the beginning after he comes back. And I gotta say, I felt parallels to the Revenge of Iris a little.
Mm-hmm. Except this one was a lot better executed on the whole.
Exactly, but this felt like you have Gamera come back. He's attacking humanity. He's still out and about finally trying to find food. There's no annoying kids again. You have a human side that's showing someone who's insane, like they were trying to go for. You have a monster who is an egg that hatches and ends up becoming a big monster. There's so many parallels. I don't think it was intentional on Iris's part, but this ended up better than that.
Yeah, because we had one person we could focus all of our hate onto throughout the entire movie.
Definitely, and that bastard was just, again, you're just like, die already. No, why aren't you dead? Then finally it's like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, I called it was him stealing the diamond.
Mm-hmm. You definitely did.
Although it was weird, the diamond looked huge as it was dangled from a helicopter. Next thing we know, it's, well, the size of your fist. It's like, what? Do they have a shrink ray or something? But overall, I really did like this. I would give this a 9 out of 10. Not perfect. I wish there was a bit more monster stuff, but definitely the best human stuff we've had since the Heisei era. Which, oh, granted, we're only one movie in, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
But again, once we get to the next one, and from going forward, we're going to have to deal with the kids from going forward again. So brace yourself. So we'll see you guys tomorrow as we go over Gamera versus Gauss.